What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Terry Brothers video. And as you can tell by the thumbnail, we'll be talking about Kipo and the Age of Wonderbeasts. What Kipo is, for short, is about this mutated girl who lives with her family and the rest of basically civilization underground. Because we are now in this post-apocalyptic world where animals can now talk, they have weird abilities, and some of them are just as big as buildings. So humans found that it was probably a good idea to not get in their way. So what they decided to do was go underground and, start life somewhere else. Kipo can be found on Netflix. They are created by the lovely people of DreamWorks. They do great work. They have the things like How to Train Your Dragon. I can't think of anything right now, but How to Train Your Dragon is one of those pretty solid movies that's come out, and they're one of the people who made it. So needless to say, with DreamWorks being like the lead of all things, I had very high expectations of DreamWorks because they always do great work. So I already had the mindset of saying, hey, if it's not good, it's not good. If it's good, it's to be expected. So, and I just want to say that I was impressed. DreamWorks did not fail. I don't think so at all. So now we'll kind of go into kind of what I thought of it, and maybe you guys who have seen it kind of get what I'm getting, and those you who haven't seen it, maybe you might want to watch it after this. So let me know what you think. So my overall impression is that I really enjoyed this show. All right, it was a great story of altruism. So basically, this girl Kipo, like I said, is a mutant, or whatever you call it. She has those mutant DNA inside her body, and she one day escapes and comes above ground and sees like there's a whole new life, and there's some people who want to destroy the animals that are above ground and those who want to protect it. And Kipo is one of those people who believes that everybody can coexist. So that's what she's trying to do. So that's one of the things I really enjoy about this show is the main character. Not just the main character though, all the characters. There are a lot of characters in there that you really grow attached to. I mean, particularly my favorite character in the show is Yum Yum. I don't care. If you know him, you know. If you don't, you'll find out. And and the characters in there are just lovable. Each character has their own little quirks, their own little personalities, and they all kind of come together and make this nice little community that I come to enjoy. And another part of the show that I really enjoy is that it was very diverse. It had people and characters that look like me, that were Asian. There were Hispanic characters in there, so it was very diverse and inclusive, and I love that kind of stuff. And it's also I'm not gonna go watch it. And also the animation was great. I feel like the character design was great. I feel like the background design was great. I feel like each character looked the same as in drawing style, but all looked completely different at the same time. So I think that was really cool. And obviously the main point of any show is the plot. And I enjoyed the plot. We had various villains that we had to go against, and we had to go about different ways trying to defeat the villains. And I enjoyed how each character was handled. And what's second to me behind plot is character development. And I feel that this was key to the show doing well. I feel like character development in any show is important, but in particular this show, I feel like it did really well in building characters and not having them stay kind of stagnant and kind of changing as the show goes on. The only character that I feel like didn't have a real like huge character development was actually the main character, Kipo. I feel like she didn't change that much, but not to say that as a bad thing. I'm just saying that I wish that character had a little bit more, change in character development as it went through. But all the other characters kind of had their character development, and I feel like I didn't care so much about her character development. And she kind of stayed the same. Her goal was always the same. So I feel like consistency with that was fine. So I'm not tripping about that. And another thing that I love about this show is that it did not drag on. It did not try to like prolong like the storyline. I kind of did some research on it. I was like, is there like another season coming out? And based off what I've researched on is that there will not be another season. And I was happy to hear that. I know a lot of shows will like to have like second seasons and stuff like that. Like Cat Busters is one of the shows which had a second season because they have a lot to explain. But on Kipo's end, we got 3 seasons, and I feel like they wrapped up each season and the whole show up nicely to where I'm not feeling like I'm left out or missing something. So that's good for me. Like I said, Kipo is currently on Netflix. It has 3 seasons, so you go ahead and binge that if you want to. I enjoyed it. I would rate it around. I give it a 7.7. All right, I'll give it a 7.7. I can maybe make it an 8, but I feel like a 7.7 is really good. For those of you who've seen it, do you agree with my rating? Let me know. For those of you who haven't seen it, watch it, then let me know. But don't just be saying stuff you haven't seen it. That's just rude. Just watch it, then tell me afterwards, all right? If that interests you, any of you at all, go ahead and watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, give it a watch. And as always, if you enjoy it, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and that good stuff. And I'll see you next one. Much love.